guys, welcome back. Now a lot of you have asked for an update on the layout and what's going on. Before we go in that room, there's something I wanted to explain to you. Several people think that room is my basement. That is not my basement, that's my utility room. So you can see a lot of unfinished sections. Some of the sections are finished. Now behind this camera is about 2,000 square feet of finished basement. But in here, in the utility room, we've got about 19 to 20 foot L-shaped layout on each section. So 20 feet one way, 20 feet the other way. So with that said, let's go on and see what's been going on the layout. What's been happening. The first thing that you'll notice is improved lighting. And that's thanks to the Atlas Rescue forums. Several people commented about lighting. We've got the high output lighting here mixed with LED lighting on the actual light bulbs to kind of fill in the areas that aren't lit too well. But the lighting is vastly improved from that dingy basement we came from. Now outside of lighting, what can we talk about? We can talk about the layout itself, the bench work. The Bob's In-Scale Man Cave, Bob from the Bob's In-Scale Man Cave did all this bench work. He helped me add onto some existing bench work, rebuilt some of my tables, and another improvement on top of these tables that they're all level. They've got leg levelers on each of the legs so you can adjust things. We've made sure everything's level and ready to go. So you guys may notice this easy track here. Some of you were concerned about the easy track, and that is not what I'm going to be using on the layout. So don't worry about that. That's just temporary so I can do some product reviews. This here is what I will be using on the layout. This is Code 83 micro engineering track. It's got weathered ties already, or weathered rail already done, concrete ties, so it's good to go. The weathered rail is kind of my commitment to be more realistic on this next layout. I hope to have weathered rolling stock and locomotives eventually. I've got both the concrete ties and I've got some weathered wooden ties for the yards coming in. Now another thing is a lot of people have been wondering what the track plan is going to look like. This is an early rendition here. But I'm thinking about eliminating probably this left side or this right side of yard so I can shoot some more scenic videos down on layout level on this right side without a whole bunch of yard in my way. So we'll have a yard over here, maybe not a yard over here. You've got the roundhouse that'll be to your right, pointing back there. As you can see, the car shop is already in the area. So that's kind of what's going on there. Now if you look back over here, you see all these lighting rigs. These are to help me do reviews where these lights don't really pop the model. I'll sometimes point one of these lighting rigs on the reviews. Now let's go ahead and go under the layout and come over to the other side and we can see what I've been working on. So as you can see in this first inner area of the layout, there's a lot better improved lighting. The lighting's just excellent. I mean, this high output lighting is great. It's well done, and I will have a video later on just what that lighting is when we start the rebuilding of this layout on video. So I've got some people to thank about which lights to choose between these and the LEDs, and I'll be handling that later on in the video. But let's look at what I've been working on. This first set I've been doing is the Kato 844 N-Scale set. I've reviewed that set. It may already be online at the posting of this. By the time this video is posted, it just really depends on what order I put it in. But overall, I do review in-scale stuff. I have been reviewing in-scale stuff lately. Now, I'm only reviewing in-scale stuff because of demand, but you can see all the boxes and stuff out. And another thing that we've recently got is the UP Gevos. This is a 5,000th Gevo from Intermountain. You can see they did a real nice job. They increased their flag size. They added the PTC antenna array. They've just done a lot of cool stuff on this locomotive, and it sounds great with that ESU sound. I may be reviewing that later on. And then I picked up a couple of the regular units without the 5,000th unit, and you can tell again, nicely done. PTC antenna array, same thing as before. So that's what I've been reviewing. I've got this loop of easy track that goes all the way around and loops this way and goes back all the way over there so I can run a little bit, get the locomotive up to speed, and give you guys accurate details on how that engine control is. The locomotive is controlled under DCC 128 speed steps. Well, that's it for the layout update for now. Again, this thing is about 20 feet by 20 feet, give or take a foot on each leg. There's a couple of openings. We're going to have a lot more to do. I've got foam to lay down. I've got to start the cork roadbed, the track, the wiring. This is going to be a project that's going to take months, and I'm going to do it a little slower than before on my previous layout. On my previous layout, we took about 4 months to do everything. I think I completed everything from start to finish in 4 months. I like going fast because, well, the thread is always there that I could move due to my job. So I could be, not really have time to enjoy the layout. So I like throwing it up quickly. But when you do that, you have more errors. You're obviously not going to have detailed scenery. You're not going to have some of the nice things that you could do if you took your time. So I'm going to try to take my time a little more, slow my pace, and if for some reason I have to move again, I guess I'll just disassemble all these tables and move and try to start over, or at least pick up where I left off somewhere else. So good news is we bought this house, so I may end up back here if I do have to leave, but hopefully we will be here for a while. Alright guys, this video is proving to be a little chopped up, a little more or less unorganized than usual, my usual videos, but I do want to talk about a couple things that I need to squeeze into some video because I don't have time to dedicate videos in their entirety to them. Okay, the first thing is, people ask me all the time, you see in the background here, got this 844 in scale set from Kato. I just reviewed that last week. People give me a little bit of grief. I get a few folks, and I even caught some folks on forums talking about it, and they didn't really know I was responding, that it was me, but I noticed that people think that YouTube reviews don't have the validity of a review from anywhere else. I mean, first of all, let's consider the magazines. I've heard other folks say it before. The reviews in the magazines are obviously going to be from, they're dealing in the same pot as their advertisers, and if you've ever seen, model railroaders cost, it is up there for advertising. So people don't want to risk thousands of dollars in advertising loss by giving a bad review in a magazine. So people, they start questioning my motives when they see things like this 844 in scale set from Kato, and they're like, oh, he's getting stuff for free, Kato's sending him stuff, all these companies are sending him free stuff, and it just it takes away from the validity of the reviews. Well, I got two things to say. One, most of the people I've talked to, there's an element of jealousy I detect there. And two, they are wrong. They're not flat wrong. I've been very honest and upfront with you guys in saying that items get donated for review. And I've tried really hard to make sure that I put in the video that this model is provided by blank if it is donated for review. And I've forgotten sometimes. And it's not like I've done it on purpose, but the point is, most of my reviews, I would say, in the big scheme of thing, 90% or more of them have been out of my pocket. Lately, there's been a little more. If you see weird items, you get a little question like, oh, this isn't as there or whatever. But sometimes people are asking for those videos. I'll get like weird requests for stuff I don't even model, and I'll have so many of them that I'll go ahead and purchase the item, review it, and then shelf it, and then when I need to, pad the bank account or something, I'll sell it off later on. But a lot of times people think and they speak and don't think about what's going on. Like this N-scale set, I got a few messages, oh, this absolutely was free, wasn't it? Oh, this was definitely free, and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? Here's the Train World receipt right here. Okay, and this is what Train World charged at the time of the order. $529.97 with shipping and everything for the entire 844 set, DCC installed in the locomotive. So, wrong again, guys. I know it shouldn't be guesswork for which stuff is which, but I will be more methodical about putting that the product was provided by, if it is a sponsored review, something that somebody gave me. Now, there's another element that we haven't talked about hardly at all, and that's loaned items. Sometimes companies will loan me stuff, and then out of my pocket I will pay to ship it back to them. So I'm losing money there too, but you guys think that I'm just gonna, you know, unleash on some of these inaccuracies, and I was never that way. I came into model railroading when everything was detailed and ready to roll. Athearn Blue Box was gone, things like that, and I was pretty happy with what I saw. There are people out there that are not happy with the detail level, or not happy with the fragile state when they want the detail level that creates the fragile state, and I can't do anything about that. But I tell you how it is. I tell you the MSRP. Unboxing is live. You know, if it pulls like crap on the pull test, I can't make those numbers up. So things like that, you're going to be able to see through it. The HD video speaks for itself. Okay, enough of blabbering about that, because I know you've heard it before and you get tired of it. The other thing I want to tell you is that I went down to Kentucky to visit a friend. We went to a hobby shop, found this place called Roundhouse Electric Trains down in Louisville, Kentucky area. And actually they are in Louisville, Kentucky. And I walked in, within a couple minutes there was a young guy there named Chris Shoulders who recognized me. He was like, "Hey, I watch your videos." And I was like, "Well, that's cool." And he proceeded to tell me about how he does DCC installs and stuff. So I wanted to plug him because he is a viewer and I can see he does good work. So that is their number. It is 502-895-CHOO. That's CHOO. You can pause the video if you need to. And his name is Chris Shoulders. And he does really good DCC work. So Chris, thanks for watching. Okay, so here's part 2 of the video. This is the T-shirt giveaway. It was a T-shirt giveaway that people didn't ask for a T-shirt giveaway. They asked for a more specific giveaway because anybody can drop in and make a comment on a video and win $100 or $200 or a train that I've been doing in the past. People were saying, "Hey man, do something for your hardcore fans, the folks that watch every video." So I decided to do something a little special. I said, send me $25 to the P.O. Box 13497, off at Air Force Base, Nebraska 68113, and I will send you a T-shirt. Shipping and everything was included in that $25. The T-shirt, which was custom made, high quality, 100% cotton T-shirt, was sent off to folks. And I about broke even with the priority mail flat rate fee and the T-shirt fee to have them made on about $25 a piece. And I had, I think, about 19 folks that entered the contest. Now here's where things got a little interesting. If you were spotted in that T-shirt at a train show by Spring Creek Model Trains, or you just went up to them at a train show in Spring Creek, at the Spring Creek Model Train place at the train shows, which they hit a lot of train shows, then you were entered into a contest twice instead of just once, and it went from $250, the grand prize, or the only prize because there's only one drawing, to $500. So I put asterisks on everybody that were spotted by Spring Creek. I talked to Spring Creek to make sure we were good to go before we did the drawing. And obviously, if you didn't notice, I'm wearing a different shirt than I was on the early part of the drawing because it's a different day, but I'm cramming all the videos into one here. Trying to do 2 videos in one to save some space on my weekly videos. Anyhow, long story short, I am going to do the drawing. I just got to get everybody here into this plastic bag and we'll be ready to go. So we'll see. The only people who are kind of screwed were we had some Australia entries, some Canada entries, I think a UK or 2 entry. So we did not, was not able to, obviously they wouldn't be spotted, so they'd be $250 if they won, but that's about it. We had almost, I'd say almost even, half and half, with the folks that were spotted and the folks that weren't. And then in addition to that, like I wanted to clarify, I didn't make any money on the T-shirts. You know, there's only 19 folks that entered. It was definitely a smaller giveaway, which is what people wanted, so I gave them what they wanted. But I mean, even if I made $5 per T-shirt, which I absolutely did not, if it was anything, it was less than $1, that wouldn't come near to what I'm about to put out, either a $250 gift card or a $500 gift card. So let's get to the drawing and find out who's the winner. So here we have the entries in the bag here. Gonna shake it up, do a little jumbling, and I'm going to close my eyes. And we have I got an address on there. I don't want to show the address here, but it is Rusty Faucet. Let's see if I can squeeze this over here. Oops, showing address in Pennsylvania. It looks like where they're from. So, Rusty Faucet. I don't even know if that's an alibi or a real name, but congratulations. We will get you. It looks like there's no asterisk next to your name, so You win the $250 prize. Being in Pennsylvania, maybe you're too far east for Spring Creek and you didn't get actually the chance to be spotted or whatever, but the $250 prize in that case will go to Rusty Fawcett. So congratulations. That's a pretty interesting name. And that is the T-shirt giveaway. Now next year, or now 2015 we're in, we'll do some other idea for a unique viewership on giveaways, but there'll be other giveaways coming up. I've had a tradition of doing giveaways for every year for several years now, and I want to continue that. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate everything you do. Appreciate watching the channel and your dedication. And we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.